Disturbing new footage of secret rituals at Diddy's parties goes viral sensation.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Damian Williams, and I'm the U.S. Attorney here in the Southern District of New York. Today, I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways.
The internet was set ablaze when disturbing footage from Diddy's infamous parties surfaced, quickly going viral. What initially appeared to be just another leaked party clip quickly took on a more sinister tone. As one viewer remarked, this footage isn't just wild, it's downright creepy. The video shows guests participating in strange activities that leave a lasting impact on anyone who watches. Within hours, the footage had spread across all major social media platforms, sparking intense debates, theories, and a flurry of reactions from fans and critics alike.
Clues of what was allegedly behind the curtain began to emerge in November when Diddy's former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, sued the mogul in federal court on allegations of rape and a decade-long pattern of physical and sexual abuse. The singer, who was previously signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Records, claimed the rapper was controlling of every aspect of her life, including where she lived, what she wore, and even her medical records. The suit alleged several instances of abuse committed by Diddy, including battery, rape, and forcing her to have male workers. The suit also claims Diddy used intimidation to control the R&B singer, including allegedly having someone blow up another rapper's car after Diddy learned he was interested in romantically pursuing Cassie when they were on a break period from their relationship. The suit also alleges Diddy became violent, beating Cassie multiple times each year. In one instance, Diddy allegedly pushed her into a car, then proceeded to kick her in the face repeatedly.
He, in fact, raped her shortly before she left him. She said she did not want to have relations with him, and he forced himself on her. That's the basis of this lawsuit and why it's moving forward. Now, you are right to talk about the fact that this lawsuit was brought in New York because these things happened years ago. So the statute of limitations is gone most places, but in New York, they have this law where they opened it up for a year and said if you're a survivor of assault, you have a year to bring your claim, and that expires next week, November 23rd of this year.
Okay, so you've handled several high-profile cases. What would your defense strategy look like?
Absolutely. I have a lot of high-profile clients, and the first thing that comes to mind when we get these lawsuits in, not just of this nature, but any of them, is that the people are about money. This is a civil lawsuit, and at the end of the day, Cassie would receive money if she wins.
The federal trafficking investigation involving music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is expanding. A music producer who sued Combs for sexual assault last month is adding Oscar-winning actor Cuba Gooding Jr. to this complaint. Rodney Jones claims the actor harassed and assaulted him while on board Combs' yacht last year. Gooding Jr. has not publicly commented on these allegations. This comes days after federal agents raided Combs' homes in L.A. and Miami. He has not been charged with any crime, but the investigation surrounding this misconduct allegations is growing. Diddy has denied all the accusations. Meantime, new video shows the arrest of Brendan Paul, Combs' alleged drug mule. The 25-year-old was arrested on Monday in Miami.
With millions of views piling up, it's clear this isn't just a fleeting moment in the media cycle. Major news outlets have picked up the story, and Hollywood insiders are buzzing about what this leak means for the industry. People are now asking tough questions. Were these events hiding something more sinister? And how many more secrets are yet to be exposed? As the footage continues to circulate, it's becoming apparent that this is more than just a party scandal. It could unravel a deeper, darker side of the entertainment world. Mysterious rituals revealed.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. And now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen,
we're having a good time, yo. Oh, your Usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
The footage reveals something far more disturbing than anyone expected. Bizarre, ritualistic behavior that feels straight out of a horror film. Guests are seen engaging in strange, symbolic gestures, often standing in circles, chanting, or performing acts that seem out of place at what should be a casual party. It felt like watching a secret society initiation, said one viewer who analyzed the video. These aren't your typical party antics. The rituals seem coordinated and deeply unsettling, with many wondering what their purpose was. Some attendees are visibly uncomfortable, while others appear to be following along as if they were under some kind of influence. These scenes have sparked a wave of conspiracy theories online, with some speculating that these parties were more than just gatherings. They may have been part of a hidden agenda. The footage has everyone on edge, questioning what really went on behind the glamour of Diddy's parties. The cult-like atmosphere.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
What's truly disturbing about the footage isn't just the rituals, but the overall atmosphere that feels more cult-like than celebratory. It didn't look like a party, it looked like a gathering with a purpose, said one expert on group behavior. Attendees seem to move in sync, almost as if they're following orders, with Diddy acting as the central figure, orchestrating the night's events. His control over the group is palpable, and the footage suggests that this wasn't just casual fun, it was something far more calculated. There's a heavy, almost oppressive energy in the room, with many people in the footage appearing to act out of obligation rather than enjoyment. It's this cult-like vibe that has people questioning the true nature of these parties. Were they gatherings for fun, or was there a more sinister motive behind them? As more footage surfaces, the cult comparisons are growing stronger, leaving viewers unsettled and curious about what comes next. Celebrity involvement.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
That's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like, he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
The most shocking revelation from the footage is the number of high-profile celebrities caught on camera. Hollywood's biggest stars, some known for their clean reputations, are seen mingling at these bizarre gatherings. Seeing these familiar faces in such a strange context is unsettling, said a celebrity gossip expert. Many of these stars have kept quiet since the footage was released, fueling speculation about their involvement in these unsettling rituals. Were they merely bystanders, or did they know more than they let on? Some of these celebrities have been longtime associates of Diddy, raising even more questions about how deep their connections run. The public is now scrutinizing every frame of the footage, trying to identify who was there and what role they played. As the video continues to spread, the pressure is mounting on these stars to either explain their presence or risk being implicated in something much darker. Hollywood is holding its breath as the names of more A-listers continue to emerge. Social media frenzy.
I guess we could start with Diddy being put on suicide watch. How you feel about that?
Man, suicide watch, it's the #1 cause of death statistically in the prison system. In order for him to get on suicide watch, he just can't say, I'm gonna commit suicide. That helps. But he has to he has to have a psych evaluation. He has to, the correction officer, they had to monitor him and see what he has, we've been doing. Has he been crying all night? Those are some of the criteria. Saying that you're gonna commit suicide.
Once the footage went viral, social media exploded with reactions. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with comments, theories, and analysis as users dissected every second of the disturbing footage. This is the wildest thing I've seen all year, one Twitter user posted, sparking a thread with thousands of replies. On Instagram, influencers are sharing their takes, with some even conducting their own breakdowns of the video, pointing out strange details that many viewers missed at first glance. It's not just casual viewers reacting. Celebrities, journalists, and even psychologists have joined the conversation, adding layers of analysis to what was initially a simple party video. Some believe the footage points to a larger conspiracy within Hollywood, while others are more concerned about the psychological effects these rituals may have had on attendees. The frenzy has reached a fever pitch, and as the footage continues to spread, the speculation grows wilder. Everyone is waiting to see what will come next, and whether more footage will be released. What experts are saying.
In 27 pounds. I believe that women have been coming out, but nobody was listening. You understand? Nobody wanted to hear it. Did you hear that guy Van from what you call that show was on TMZ? He said somebody told him the story about Gina years ago, but he didn't want to hear it, and he wasn't going to take it to TMZ because they was in partnership or Diddy was in power. So he wasn't going to bring it up. Yo, you know how many girls have came to me about other artists? Women have always been telling these stories and wanted somebody to talk to or somebody to do something about it, but nobody would do it. No, the police wouldn't take it. You understand? Lawyers wouldn't take it. Now lawyers see a paycheck. They taking it. And that's what it's about.
As more people view the footage, experts in psychology and group behavior have begun to weigh in on the disturbing rituals. One expert said, "These aren't just random acts, they seem highly coordinated, and there's an element of psychological manipulation at play. The footage shows signs of behavior that suggests attendees were influenced or possibly coerced into participating. The way people move, follow instructions, and seem to act without questioning the bizarre rituals is raising alarms among those who study cult dynamics." Experts are also pointing out how Diddy's role in these parties seems less like a host and more like a leader of these strange events. The level of control he appears to exert over the group is concerning, leading some to wonder whether these gatherings were designed to manipulate and control the attendees. With more experts weighing in, the narrative around these parties is shifting from simple excess to something much more sinister. Dark secrets unveiled.
2008, and now Combs abused, threatened, and coerced his victims. It even alleges he led a racketeering conspiracy that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, among other crimes.
Damian Williams, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, is speaking right now.
And let's head to the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan and hear more about the charges in this case.
Arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended performances with male commercial workers.
I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern. Yeah. And I have never talked about this publicly. And the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it. Yeah. And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say. Yeah. Years later, they finally came out, and this a male, Puff had said, "Come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over." And absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah. You know, we all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it. And I probably will never tell it. But since then, I've been like, yep. And I also am very intimately aware that you tell your truth and you become victimized over and over and over and over and over and over. And mind you, I then interviewed him many times. I have a lot of stories, y'all. I've been in Hollywood for 25 years, maybe longer, 30. I got a lot of stories. Unfortunately, maybe I'll write a book one day. But it just is so traumatizing that women just want to live every day and feel safe. And when we revisit and revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why didn't you say something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy. And we really want to forget the trauma.
Gecko from the Geico commercial. Then he turned and started going, when he lived in Cali and Miami, he turned into Godzilla. I would see him talk about how he using drugs. He was never like that. Smoking cigarettes, smoking weed and everything like that.
As the footage reveals more, it's clear that these parties weren't just about having fun, they were hiding dark secrets. Some of the actions caught on camera hint at something far more troubling than just bizarre rituals. What we're seeing is just the surface. There's no telling what else was happening behind closed doors. One insider hinted, there are whispers of coercion, manipulation, and even more disturbing activities that were not captured on video but are now being investigated. With these secrets slowly coming to light, it's becoming clear that Diddy's parties were more than just extravagant gatherings. They were the epicenter of something dark and troubling. As more people come forward with stories, the full scope of what happened at these events is starting to emerge. Hollywood is bracing for impact as the ripple effect from this footage could drag many more into the spotlight, exposing secrets that were meant to stay hidden. The impact on Hollywood.
And now that you've handed over a few kids yourself to make sure they get fixed up just like you, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's the mediocrity or you're just mad that they you first. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but it's just, it's how do you accept an award for being something that you know you're not? How do you do that? How does Common sit around and pretend like he's a prolific black rapper when all you've done is line up amazing black women to move them out of the way when they don't go the way the Illuminati wants them to go, like Lauryn Hill, like me, like Tiffany Haddish. That's 3 women who are real as fuck, who used to deal with you, and their careers changed after you.
This morning, embattled music mogul Sean Diddy Combs will remain behind bars on charges that include trafficking and racketeering conspiracy after a second judge overseeing his federal criminal case denied him bond once again.
The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot.
Outside the New York City courthouse, his lawyer defiant.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
The judge ruling the bail package presented by Combs' lawyer was insufficient, siding with prosecutors who called Combs a threat to society, adding there is no condition that would assure that the rapper would not obstruct justice. A major topic of discussion ahead of the ruling, this troubled 2016 video that shows Combs brutally beating his then-girlfriend, singer Cassie, who prosecutors say was attempting to escape from one of Combs' so-called freak-offs, elaborated coerced parties that he often recorded.
The leaked footage isn't just a scandal for Diddy, it's sending shockwaves through Hollywood. This could be the start of something much bigger. One industry insider commented, as the footage continues to spread, more and more celebrities are finding themselves linked to these parties, and the public is starting to question the industry's dark underbelly. Some stars have already distanced themselves, while others remain silent, hoping the scandal blows over. But with more footage reportedly set to be released, it's becoming clear that this story is far from over. Hollywood's elite are now in damage control mode, scrambling to protect their reputations as the world watches. The fallout could be massive, with the potential for lawsuits, career-ending revelations, and a deeper investigation into the hidden world of celebrity excess and manipulation. Everyone is waiting to see how deep this scandal will go. Diddy's silence.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reason why you got talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm.
Puff and Usher did have a situation, and that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you gonna give him a pass?
Since the footage went viral, Diddy has remained eerily silent. His legal team released a short statement dismissing the footage as misleading and out of context. But Diddy himself has yet to address the growing scandal. His silence is speaking volumes, says one entertainment reporter. With so many questions swirling, the public is left wondering why Diddy hasn't come forward to defend himself. Is he waiting for the storm to pass? Or is there more to the story that he's not ready to reveal? His silence is only fueling speculation. Many believe that Diddy's team is preparing for something bigger, either more footage, legal battles, or even criminal investigations. For now, all eyes are on him, waiting for his next move. But as the scandal continues to grow, it seems like staying quiet won't be enough to make this story disappear. What's next? With so much swirling around the leaked footage, the question on everyone's mind is, what happens next? There are rumors that more footage is set to be released, possibly implicating even more high-profile celebrities. This could just be the beginning. One source close to the situation claims, if the parties were as dark as the footage suggests, we may only be scratching the surface of a much larger story. The FBI has reportedly been contacted about the footage, and there are whispers of investigations already underway. Hollywood is on edge, waiting to see who will be implicated next, and what this scandal will do to the careers of those involved. For now, the story is far from over, and the public is bracing for even more shocking revelations to come. Everyone is left wondering just how deep this goes, and what secrets are about to come to light.